following is a live presentation of TL Media. Tonight's action is brought to you by Carlyle Dairy Queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live with Carlyle Cougars head coach, general manager Clayton. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing all right. Ready for the big game tomorrow night, and talk about the journey it's been to get this far.
Yeah, it's been a journey for sure. This is the first time in 31 years our hockey club's been back in the provincial final, so it's been a long time coming, but we're excited for the challenge and we're excited to be back.
Who are some of the players to watch for in game one?
So we've got a number of guys that have been playing pretty well for us right now. Obviously, our top line with Drew Cherwonka, Cruz Reddick, and Jesse Gabriel are always dangerous. We got guys in the back end: Valdez Bear, Nathan Deck, Ron Cote, Austin Boris, Tyler Fleck. Pretty solid decor. And then our other lines have been scoring too. Mark Shaw, Dakota Rose, Brett Turgeon. Those guys have been great. And Benny Johnstone and Johnny Gaudet, and those guys have been great for us all year. And they've been continued to play really well in the playoff run here.
Absolutely. I only caught the third period. I had other stuff going on that day, but the barn was rocking. And
yeah, no, it's been every game we've had since provincial started. It's been the same thing. It's a full house and it's rocking in there. And like I said, it's fun times right now to be cheering for the Carlyle Cougars for sure.
Let's talk about the path to the championship series. You guys, starting with the first round, who'd you guys play there?
So the first round, actually, we got an in-league rival. We got the Oxbow Huskies round one. It was a good series. They played hard, and it was we ended up beating them back at home in game two to sweep the series. And second round, which there's only 8 teams in the B category this year, so the second round, which ended up being the South Final, was the Grenfell Spitfires, and another great series. It's probably some of the best senior hockey that I've been around in a long time, and it's the series went 3 games, and all 3 games were very hard fought, and like you were talking earlier there, their rink was full when we went up there for game 1, and then game 2 and 3 here, she was a packed house as well. So pretty exciting series.
Did you guys happen to see that blue note that apparently was left by an Oxbow fan?
Oh yeah, we seen her. Yeah.
You see that so often in senior hockey. Everybody complains, they spend all these. It's within the rules to do so.
Well, and the numbers on that note are nowhere near what it's guys are coming out for gas money, and we're paying a couple guys flights, one guy's flight home and some other guys hotels when they stay in town. Like, it's nowhere near what was written on that note by a disgruntled fan. And I know who wrote the note. He's come clean and apologized about it. He feels bad. And it's just one of those things, you get caught up in the game, and the easiest thing to do is something like that, I guess. I don't know. We kind of laughed it off, and we know who our true fans are, and they're behind us 100%. I mean, it's every single team in provincial playoffs is doing the same thing within the rules. And, if teams aren't doing it, then, that's up to them too. But it sure makes for exciting hockey, and it's very few people that are disgruntled, and those people really don't matter.
Let's talk about the league play. And did you guys have a provincial focus, and that kind of went in the way of the league, or how tough is it?
We our league team was pretty solid too. We were short some bodies at some inopportune times, and we had some injuries that didn't help us along the way. And we had a hard fought battle with Mooseman there in the first round. It could have went either way. And obviously Mooseman's off to the final here right away against Redverse. So I mean, we were that close in the league too. So.
Do you think they have much of a chance against the powerhouse Rockets?
I don't know. I hope for a good series. Like we touched on earlier, Mooseman and Redverse are only a half hour apart down the road, basically. So, if that series could go deep, at least, fill both those rinks up, and that's what it's all about. So I'm hoping Mooseman comes out firing and makes a good series out of it.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too, and I can make it down there to do a broadcast or two. Love to see those fans again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great rink to watch a game into, and so is Redverse. They get really good local support there, and both rinks should be rocking for sure.
Let's talk about the game. Well, let's talk about game one. What do you know about Wadena?
Not a whole pile. I talked to a buddy of mine that played with Wilkie, who had these guys last round. So I kind of got a little bit of a scouting report from him, but we're kind of going in blind, obviously, with all the websites now, and you can look up guys, and so that's basically all we've done, is kind of looked up their roster and just kind of see what we're up against. So we're kind of going in blind, but we'll see how she plays out.
I did do game one of the Rocanville series.
Okay.
So I have a little familiarity with them. They're a scrappy bunch that never gives up, and good, passionate fan base as well.
Yeah. No, it should be we should set up well against them. That kind of is the same way our team is. We're a physical team, and I think they're a physical team too, so it should make for pretty good hockey games.
Talk about the play of your net of your goalie. Who gets to start tomorrow?
So Zane Winter will be starting in net tomorrow. Landon Audette, who's been with us here for 5 or 6 years now, he went down in game one against Grenfell with a significant groin injury, so he's out for the year. And then Zane Winter, who's been with us just kind of partway through this year, he came, and Zane is more than capable. He's been great. Game 2 and 3 against Grenfell, he was awesome. So Zane will be in the net tomorrow and the rest of the week, or the rest of the series, and yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add today, Clayton?
No, it should be it. We'd just like to thank all of our fans and sponsors, and go Cougars.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, and best of luck against Grenfell.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Carlyle Cougars head coach Clayton Geiger, anticipating a solid crowd here tonight, and we'll be back after these messages.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Carlyle Dairy Queen.
Welcome back to the Carlyle Dairy Queen pregame show on TL Media. I had the privilege of talking to Clayton Geiger earlier. I talked to him on Friday in anticipation of the game being played last night. But as we saw, the roads, nobody wanted to risk their lives, and I don't blame them. There's more important things. Cover your ears, guys. There's more important things in life than hockey. Not much, but there are more important things in life than hockey. I had the privilege of also talking to Byron Lazar from Wadena, and you'll hear what he had to say after these messages.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach & Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying, Terry Cousins Valley View Realty, Longman Apiary, Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group, Forsyth Hauling, Roarquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you. Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach & Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying, Terry Cousins Valley View Realty, Longman Apiary, Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group, Forsyth Hauling, Roarquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you.
Hey, this is Ken Miller, former coach of the Saskatchewan Roughriders. You're watching the men of Tiger Hills Hockey League on TL Media. The next period begins shortly.
You're watching TL Media. Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Hey everybody watching the hockey game. Are you as relaxed as I am in this nice comfy couch? Come check us out today. Today's Furniture Electronics.
Joining me live right now is head coach of the Wadena Wildcats, Byron Lazar. Byron, how are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. Yourself?
Oh, good.
Welcome back to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill pregame show live on TL Media. The crowd is starting to trickle in. It should be a good one this evening. To the Battle of the Cats. Which cat will get the yarn? We'll find out in a 60 short minutes time. How are we all doing today, TL Nation? We have an update from Killarney. I was supposed to be in Killarney tonight, but at the same time, this game was also supposed to be played last night. I would like to apologize for the view. They have netting all across the arena. All across the arena, so I'm just apologizing for the netting. It's not, scissors are not in our budget. We cannot afford to cut a hole in the netting. Let me know if we have any audio or video issues that you want to know about, that you feel we should know about. If that ever happens, I'm going to refresh the browser. We'd like to send a special hello to all of our viewers up in Wadena. We know there's a big party watching Game 1. live at the Wadena Arena. Now, a Cougar. Many things can be referred to as a Cougar. A vehicle, a cat, or we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach & Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying, Terry Cousins Valley View Realty, Longman Apiary, Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group, Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you. Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Make sure you come check out Today's Furniture Electronics. We're here in Redvers. Phone us at 452-6309 or check us out on Facebook.
We started airing the interview with Byron Lazar for Wadena. We are going to get that during the intermission because we were supposed to have the host of the HPC podcast join us live here, but unfortunately with all the snow on the ground, he's not able to get his boots on the ground here in Carlyle. But there are lots of people with boots on the ground here.
We do have everybody collecting there, so you can go pay now. And we are selling 50-50, guaranteed $5,000. Be sure to exactly ticket, go get $100.
The woman doing the PA announcer here in Carlyle, she does a fantastic job. I might sound sexist here, but in my days, you don't hear a lot of women doing the PA announcing. Let me rephrase that so it doesn't sound adult friendly, but you know what I mean. Get your minds out of the gutter. She's doing the PA announcing, and she's doing a fantastic job. I couldn't do it better myself. So kudos to her. Kudos to all of you in TL Nation. And once again, my boys are being brought along. Wasn't the best car ride here for Boys of Aiden today. It involved a tablet and a nosebleed. But that's what happens when you have young kids. We love them. Tell your friends, tell your dog, tell the mayor. We've got hockey at the top of the clock. But we'll be back after a word from our sponsor, live on the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill pregame show on TL Media.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach & Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying, Terry Cousins Valley View Realty, Longman Apiary, Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group, Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms, Insurance Matters. RJ Sales. Carlyle Pharmacy. Moose Mountain Electric. Gerard Bulk Service. Universal Satellite Sales. And contributions from viewers like you. Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Hey, Murray here from Today's Furniture Electronics in Redvers. Are you watching your hockey game on a TV this size? If not, you better come check it out. We've got them on sale.
I'm not sure if it's a hockey game or a rock concert. It's a little 420 friendly here in the Carlyle Arena. They should drink some Bob Marley and serve some nachos. But I've always thought the team in Buffalo should be named the Soldiers, not the Sabres. Let's introduce the Carlyle Cougars. Number 2, Jaden Hansen. Number 3, Mikael Bierman. 4, Ben Johnstone. 5, Brett Young. 6, Zach Brown. Not on tour tonight, I guess. Not having his toes in the water. Which is good. It's game 1 of the Provincial Championship. Number 7, Tony Canistano. 8, Rhett Palmer. 10, Brent McLean. 11, Cruz Reddick. 12, Derek Fleck. 14, Tyler Fleck. 15, Connor Hewitt. 17, Cooper Fox. 18, Drew Terwonka. 19, Mark Shaw. 20, Brandon LeClaire. 21, Billy Greenwood. 22, Cody Buchan. 24, Austin Boris. 27, Valdez Bear. 28, Sterling. Sterling Bear. 29, Johnny G'day. 44, Nathan Deck. 61, here's a familiar name for you Dub fans, Jesse Gabriel. 68, Ron Cote. 77, Dakota Rose. 89, Ty Curry. One of the many long lines of Currys that played for Carlyle. Remember, Mike, Bobby, and Ellie from back in my day when I was a high school student living in Mooseman. Many great battles. 30, Ryan Cook. 35, starting in net, Zane Winter is coming. 72, Landon Audette. The head coach is Clayton Geiger and Tim LeQuire. The assistant coaches are Dean LeQuire and Alan Fleck. The managers are Nicole Curry and Mary Cormier. And now, here, kitty, it's the Wadena Wildcats. Can you make Elmer Fudd announcing the Wadena Wildcats? The Wasky Wadena Wildcats. And they sure are. Number 1, Carter Peterson. Starting in net, number 30, Tanner Martin. 3, Griffin Helberg. 4, Derek Durkach. 5, Scott Odeline, the nephew of Lyle Odeline. 6, Shane Sheschuk. Shane Sheschuk scores. He did against Rokenville. The last game we did of these guys. 10, 9, Matthew Halverson. 10, Tori Dick. 11, Cole Melrose. 12, Travis Statchuk. 14, Gavin Ingram. 16, Bryce Walker. 17, Logan Christensen. 19, Tyson Hobbins. 20, please stop hopping. Nathan Allen. Sorry, my kids are with me. 2 of them anyway. 21, Joseph Leach. 22, Connor Odeline. 23, Drew McDermott. 24, Josh Odeline. 25, Brett Fogg. 61, Andrew Schaub. 71, Daryl Hansen. The manager is Ryan Baker. The head coach is Byron Lazar. Assistant coach is Jordan Thiessen and Sean Lazar. That was the buzzer for the Zamboni to come and do its thing. And we'll be right back after these words from our sponsor.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach & Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying, Terry Cousins Valley View Realty, Longman Apiary, Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group, Forsyth Hauling, Roarquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you.
How's everyone adjusting to that time change? Oh wait, it's Saskatchewan. I live in Manitoba. It's hit me like a ton of bricks. We are expected to get underway here. We're just waiting for the Zamboni to take the ice. All right. I've always wanted to drive the Zamboni. Let's make it happen. I don't know when or where our next broadcast is. But if you're interested, let me know. What? Levi has a few words he wants to say.
Are we going to bring Bowen?
No, we're not going to bring Bowen.
Okay.
Hey, be nice.
My brother said.
Well, the beauty of a live mic and young kids, you never know what they're going to say. I'm just glad he didn't swear. Well, where's everyone watching from? Let's leave a message in the comments. We have an update from Killarney. Killarney is trailing 3-0 to Minnesota Elkhorn after one period. Shots on net were 16 for Minnesota Elkhorn, 3 for the Killarney Shamrocks. I think you can pencil in the Tiger Hills Hockey League Championship Series. At least Minnesota Elkhorn. I'm going to give Gladstone, they have the next game on home ice. I'm going to make a prediction that there will be a game 4 in that series. Elsewhere in senior hockey, I'm trying to get a score from Carnduff and Kyle. Just refreshing the old Twitter machine to Twitter's not doing much of anything. Hulk Hogan is trending. Huh, did he die or something? Hope not. Anyway, let's throw one more commercial break and then we'll bring you all the action.
Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Hey everybody watching the hockey game. Are you as relaxed as I am in this nice comfy couch? Come check us out today. Today's Furniture Electronics.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics. Merritt Ford. Bach & Company Law Office. Dobson Feedlot. Dobson Aerial Spraying. Terry Cousins Valley View Realty. Longman Apiary. Mainline Motors. Four Town Journal. Grasslands News Group. Forsyth Hauling. Rohrquist Farms. Insurance Matters. RJ Sales. Carlyle Pharmacy. Moose Mountain Electric. Gerard Bulk Service. Universal Satellite Sales. And contributions from viewers like you.
Welcome back to the Dairy Queen and Carlyle Grill and Chill pregame show live on TL Media. It's all about the sponsors, guys. I would absolutely love to go anywhere, and broadcast a game. But the leading candidates just on geography and sponsorship. Brokenville and Theodore's playing. Mooseman and Redverse are going to begin their series. The Tiger Hills, because I live in Boissevain. But hey, all wherever. Supply and demand. We've seen our viewers have gone up, and we love it. We apologize for the crappy view here, but we can't apologize for the full house. We just witnessed a minor hockey game have a 50-50 worth $4,000. This is the last senior hockey game of the year in Carlyle. So they want to come out and support their Cougars. Who doesn't want to support a Cougar? Most Cougars I know can support themselves. But anyway, that's a story for another day. I should mention that excuse me, I need to go parent. Get back here. Oh, the lights just went out. And there's a strange kid next to me. At least it didn't go dark blue and hear a dong. I should mention right now, we have some special guests during the intermission. Our first intermission guest will be Byron Lazar, head coach of the Wadena Wildcats. Our second intermission guest is supposed to be Carlyle legend Kelly Curry. He hasn't told me he can't make it, so I'm assuming he can. But we have a very special post-game guest that I talked to the other day. The general manager of Saskatchewan Hockey Association, Kelly McClintock. We talked for about a half an hour the other day, and you'll hear that, you'll watch that exclusive interview after the game. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach and Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying, Terry Cousins Valley View Realty, Longman Apiary, Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group, Forsyth Hauling, Roarquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you.
Welcome back. We're still waiting the start of the game. I haven't seen a hockey game this delayed to start since the first game of the Federal League Final between the Charlestown Chiefs and the Syracuse Bulldogs. We have an update from Kyle. 6-2, I heard from Derek, but I heard in the stands that it's 8-3. Oh, I hope the next game's not take your kids to work day. Who am I kidding? You can't beat this. Starting to feel like Homer Simpson on that episode of The Simpsons where they go to the movie theater and it's preview after preview after preview after preview. I don't want to beat a dead horse. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. We love you all.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach and Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying, Terry Cousins Valley View Realty, Longman Apiary, Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group, Forsyth Hauling, Roarquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you.
down.
Welcome, hockey fans, to Game 1 of the Senior B Provincial Final between the Wadena Wildcats and your Carlyle Cougars. And for tonight's starting lineup, starting for Wadena Wildcats. On right wing, number 6, Shane Sedstrup. On left wing, number 61, Andrew Shell. On defense, number 8, Carson Sedstrup, and number 21, Joseph Leach. At center, number 7, Greg Melrose. And the goalie tonight is number 30, Hannah Martin. Manager Brian Baker. And now for your Carlyle Cougars. On right wing, number 29, John Day. On left wing, number 5, Brett Turgeon. On defense, number 27, Valdez Fair. And number 44, Nathan Depp. At center, number 4, Van Johnstone. And starting in net is number 5, Zane Winter. Coaches, Tim Clear, Clayton Geiger, best second team is clear. Manager Marley Morgan. Tonight's flag bearers are Kim Geiger and Keegan Worthman. Please rise and remove your hats for the singing of O Canada by our very own Saskatchewan's 2022 Country Music Award winner of the Indigenous Artist of the Year, Tegan Little Chief. Sponsored by the Bear Casinos. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot in our command, with glory hearts receiving rise, the true love strong and free, from far and wide, oh Canada, we stand up for thee. God keep our faith, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on
One of the best voices in all of Saskatchewan, Tegan Little Chief. When I lived in Regina, I went to a lot of Pats games with work, and haven't heard her since. It's great to hear her. She did the national anthem at the Grey Cup. Who's ready for hockey? Well, if you're not, too bad. Cougars have the puck in the neutral zone. Moves it ahead, got a turned over, but Deck sends it down the ice. Leach has it behind his net. Moves it up ahead. And they have to regroup here at center ice. Moves it over. Big bump. Leach takes out his man. Back the other way. Down the ice it goes. Martin's out to play it. Moves it up ahead. Sent down the ice. Martin comes out to play it. Moves it ahead. The captain. Down the ice it goes. And will that be for icing? Yes, it will be in the early going. 19:17 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Cougars win the draw back. OJ takes a shot. Tip. Big rebound. He scores! Jesse Gabriel makes it 1-0 for Carlyle early on here in the first period. And the roof is about to blow off this place. Perfect start for the Cougars. Less than a minute in, and it's already 1-0 for the home side, rather. So far, Carlyle Motor Products is winning. But Merritt Ford's also winning because they're one of our prime platinum sponsors. So takes a shot. Big rebound. Yes, a little grip. Wadena got off to when we last saw them, Wadena got off to a good start against Rokenville. But Rokenville, they led 5-3 in the third. These Cats know how to claw their way back. Sacha wins the draw. They have it back. Takes a shot. That one goes high and wide. Down the ice it goes. Leach moves it ahead through the neutral zone. Leach takes a shot, knocked away there. You can tell me how much time is left. In the middle, those numbers that keep counting down. What are we at? Yes. The yellow numbers. Yes. Takes a shot, hits a leg, kept in. Trying to set something up here. Takes a shot, stop. Big rebound, stop. Takes a shot. Oh, off the bar. 15:57 to go here. Big rebound, takes a shot.
That Cougar goal was scored by number 61, Jesse Gabriel. This point, number 68, Mark Cote.
Gabriel from Cote. Oh, 2-2. And we cut him a brouhaha. No.
Number 18, Drew Chewonka. 2 minutes for tripping. This Cougar power play.
Chewonka's in the box.
I'll teach you. Merritt Ford, Rachel.
Five on 4. Melrose wins it back. Moves it up ahead. Brings it in, takes a shot. He scores! Tie game! Braden Melrose, the nephew of Barry Melrose, evens it up at 1. They will remember that one for centuries as it ties it up. Moves it down. They'll be celebrating at the Wadena Arena where they're watching this contest live in the lounge.
Scored by number 7, Braden Melrose. Assist going to number 8, Carson Ellis. Melrose set check at 2:39.
Conroe lines out there to take the draw. Cougars come away with it. Ron Cote sends it down. Dumps it down. Just Gade sends it behind the net. Both teams trying to feel each other out. Cote sends it down. Across. Moves it ahead.
Be sure to grab your 50-50 tonight. Thanks to Pure Cam and Stampede Drilling, it's a guaranteed pot of $5,000.
Anyone want to buy me a ticket? $5,000 goes to the winner. Big collision. Back the other way come the Wildcats. Back the other way come the Cougars.
Number 28, Sterling Bear. 2 minutes for charging.
Sterling Bears in the box.
Brought to you by Merrick Portal. That's Bear for charging 412.
Cerwanka takes a shot. That goes wide. Back the other way. Down the ice it goes. Moves it over. Here come the Wildcats. Takes a shot. That goes wide. Kept in. Move down. Back. Moves it over. Back. Takes a shot. That goes wide. Ollie. Lead along. Through the neutral zone. Here come the Wildcats. Moves it over. Takes a shot. Big block. Back the other way. Down the ice it goes. Moves it over. Leach. Through the neutral zone. Here come the Wildcats. Feeds it back. Takes a shot. The big rebound. He scores! It's 2-1 for the Wildcats. They were quick to pounce on that rebound. Stat shot. And we'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach & Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying.
Cougars have it at center ice. Chad. With 6:11 to go here in the first period, it's 2-1 for the Wadena Wildcats. Satchuk just scored to put the visitors ahead. Melrose out there wins the draw. What? No, Ollie, we are not almost done. We've only just begun this game. Coach A. No, that was Bear, rather. Bear, bad one. Sends it down. Here, Wadena comes away with it. Moves it over. Takes a shot off the stick. Sent down the goal scorer. Jesse Gabriel sends it down the ice. Big hit at center. Looked like Tyler Fleck taking out his man. Through the neutral zone. Here comes Carlyle. Put it across. Takes a shot. Stop. Big rebound. Doesn't know where it is. Back to the point. Takes the shot. High and wide. And we'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms, Insurance Matters.
Through the neutral zone. If anyone's listening to this and you're in the arena for some reason, Could you run the broadcaster a bottle of water? I'm feeling a little dehydrated. Not smart, Travis. Not smart. Melrose. Oh, wins the draw. And nobody wants to take possession. Like an abandoned house. Down the ice it goes. Moves it over. Bear. Oh, that could have been a charge. But all the refs in the arena decided it's not. Lots of stick work, lots of contact. It's going to be a chippy one tonight, folks. It's a justified parade to the penalty box. We hope you're enjoying tonight's game wherever you're tuning in from, whether you're at the lounge in Wadena, Drumheller, Martinsville. Wadena moves it across. Back to the point. Moves it over. Sends it across. He shoots. He scores! It's a 3-1 Wildcat lead. And the Wadena contingent are loving it. We need more cowbell. I got a fever. And the only prescription's more cowbell. The Wildcats can taste it. Hello, Wisconsin. Cote takes a shot. Big save there by Martin. Big rebound. And it goes off to the side. Wadena takes a shot. Glove save there. 10:01 to go here in the first period. It's already 3-1 for Wadena. Wins the draw back. Feeds it ahead. Again, big shot. Big save, and we'll be back after these messages.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric.
Down the ice it goes. McDermott moved it over. Back to the neutral zone. Moves it across, kicked aside.
With your 50/50 tickets tonight, you're not only in to win a chance over $5,000 next to your Women's Stanley Joint. You're also in to win an oil change and vehicle detailing package valued at $500 thanks to Merritt Ford. We'll be drawing for that in the second period. Make sure you get your 50/50 tickets in between periods.
Down the ice it goes. Hayes back to play it. Moves it over. Moves it over again, and down the ice it goes. Coming up between periods, I've got head coach Byron Lazar of the Wadena Wildcats. We talked on Friday, and he's got to be loving the start tonight. I've never seen Wadena look this good. They're playing the way they should. Takes a shot off the bar. Moves it over. Down the ice it goes. Tripping over the Gade. Takes a shot. Oh, that one whistles wide. In the slot. Good defensive play there by the Wildcats. As the Cougars look to pounce now. Takes a shot. Other games today, Wynyard advances to the final with 7-1 win over Mybin Cadessa. Kyle defeated Cardiff 8-3. And in the Tiger Hills Hockey League, Minnesota Elkhorn has a lot.
Penalty to number 5, Brett Turgeon. 2 minutes for slashing. This Cougar penalty kill is brought to you by Aaron Ford. That's Turgeon for slashing and
Turgeon's in the box for 2 minutes for slashing. Through the neutral zone. Nathan Allen puts it on net. 7:14 to go here in the first period. Still 3-1 for Wadena. Moves it over. Across, takes a shot. Big save there. Pretty cold start for Zane Winter. But he was sharp there. Melrose. Runs it back. He feeds it over. Bumped into the corner. Sent down the ice. Whoa! Big hit there. Takes a shot. Blocked. Moves it across. Down the ice it goes. And Sherwanka bumped off the puck. Moves it ahead. Down the ice it goes. Was it over the backhand? Apologies again to the netting. This is the away broadcast point, and the Cougars have the home side, all locked up behind the penalty box. And we don't want to interfere with them. That's what we got to make do with what we have. Gabriel puts it in front. Taranka with the backhand. That goes wide. Cougars through center. Desperately trying to get one before the period's out. It's 3-1 for Wadena. Wadena in the white and orange trim. Carlyle with black, red, and white. Maybe it's dark blue. Might be a touch colorblind. Gets by. Levi. Melrose moves it up ahead. It's great to be broadcasting from a full house here in Carlyle. 3-1 the visitors lead. Thanks. Banked off the boards. Back the other way. It's a possible 2-on-1. Takes a shot. Back the other way. Here comes the Cougars. G'day takes a shot. That goes high and out of play. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, Grasslands News Group.
Takes a shot. Oh, that did not make it all the way through. It hit the bodies in front. Dumped down the ice. Out to play. It was Winter. Moves it over. Wadena has it. bumped off the puck. Sent down the ice, and we'll be back after this.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Bach & Company Law Office, Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying.
Less than 1 minute to go here in the first period. Coming up between 20 after 20 minutes. I'll talk to head coach Byron Lazar of the Wadena Wildcats. We chatted on Friday, and he's got 11 to start tonight through the neutral zone. Takes a shot out off the end boards. Cougars looking to press for a goal here before the end of the first. Down the ice, kept in the slot. Good defensive play there by the Wildcats. Good reflex. Cat-like.
Always speaks.
Cougars have it. Bounces off an ankle. It goes down low.
Wildcats. Intermission number 4, Derek Cat. 2 minutes for tripping. This power play is brought to you by Carlyle.
And after 1 period of play here in Carlyle, the home side is trailing 3-1. But the fans are not out of it. We'll be back with head coach Byron Lazar after these messages.
Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Make sure you come check out today's Furniture Electronics. We're here in Redvers. Phone us at 452-6309 or check us out on Facebook.
Joining me live right now is head coach of the Wadena Wildcats, Byron Lazar. Byron, how are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. Yourself?
Oh, doing good. Just getting ready for the game one. What are your thoughts heading into game one?
Well, I think it's going to be a hard battle series all the way, but yeah, we're going in pretty high. Expected. Pretty good bunch of guys, pretty skilled players, and go both ways. So yeah, not sure what Carlisle's got, but I guess we'll figure that out tomorrow.
We saw you guys in game one against Rocanville have battled back from 2 goals to upset the Tigers. How's the journey been thus far?
Been pretty good. If you'd asked me if we'd be in the provincial final at the start of the year, I probably would have been 50-50 on it. But yeah, no, Rocanville had a decent team. I guess, as most people know, Brett Hope played with us last year, and we had to play against him. He's one of those guys you want on your team. You don't want to play against him too badly. But, yeah, nope. And then I guess last weekend had a really good series with Wilkie. Pretty high-skilled team as well. And, yeah, beat them in overtime.
What are some of your areas of strength?
I'd say our quickness. We like to work the puck down low, I guess, and we like the physical game too. We got some guys that like to play that way, and we're a pretty speedy team actually.
And talk about the play of your goalie. Who's going to get the start tomorrow?
Well, we got a young kid, Carter Peterson, that's our regular season goalie. And then we picked up a young guy, Tanner Martin, out of St. Brew. And Tanner Martin's actually going to get the start tomorrow night against Carlyle. Young kid, plays a pretty good game. And, I think he'll do fine.
What do you know about the Carlyle club?
Not a whole bunch because we don't really play anywhere close to them, but heard they got quite a few pickups they're bringing in. Some guys that played some pretty decent hockey, and not a whole bunch. So, it'll be a fun matchup, I think.
How pumped is the community of Wadena?
It's pretty good. Yeah. Yes, we are running a bar upstairs at the rink Saturday night. Going to broadcast your game here that you guys are putting on, thanks to TL Media. And we got some really good local sponsorship coming out of Insurance Matters in Wadena. Steve and Wendy, good people to have on your side, actually. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what senior hockey's all about, is the community involvement. I was in Redverse on Sunday, and I could hardly move. I'm anticipating the same thing tomorrow night in Carlyle, and you love to see it.
Yeah. In Wadena against Wilkie, we probably had 700-800 people in there, and when we scored, it's quite the feeling.
Yeah, the Outlaws have quite the following as well. I have a buddy from Wilkie, and always chatting up, Wilkie's the best. So I was anticipating seeing them, but I was happy to see my friends from Wadena advance as well. When was the last time you guys were in the provincial championship?
I believe it was like 96, 97. I didn't play that year, but the boys lost to Lumsden in the final, I believe. Yeah.
Carlyle said it's been about 31 years. I was talking to Clayton this morning, and one of the droughts are going to end this year.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
What do you feel has to happen in order for it to be you guys?
We just got to keep playing hard both ways, up and down the ice. Pucks on net. Yeah, get some traffic. Yeah, power play is going to be key, I think, for either team. So, power play, penalty kill, it's going to be huge.
I hear there's a fan bus coming from Wadena. Is that one full yet?
We're just taking the one bus, actually. No, we got a few seats left. And I actually want to make a shout out to South 20 Dodge out of Humboldt, Jason Ediger. He's picking up the tab for our bus ride.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great community support. And how's the league play going for you guys?
We're in the league final against Davidson right now. And I went there last night and we lost 2-1. Really good game. We outshot them 2-1 probably, but I can't remember exactly what the shot was last night. But definitely wasn't the outcome we're looking for. But I think we'll rebound, win game 2 back in Wadena on Wednesday here. So 5-game or best of 5 series. So lots of games left yet.
And just because you lose the first one doesn't mean you're out at all. And especially you guys are pretty scrappy.
No, I'm not counting the boys out at all. No, that's for sure.
And who all have you played in the league playoffs?
We started off with in 4th place. We ended up through the season. Then we played Drake, took them out 3 straight. And then we played Wynyard, which was the top team in the league, and we took them out 3 straight. So now we're playing Davidson.
Who are your biggest rivals in the league?
It's got to be the Foam Lake Wynyard. Yeah. Always has been in the old league with the FLHL. Always a big rivalry. So, yeah, it's kind of good.
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to beat a rival like you guys did with Wynyard. And
yeah, no, it's pretty good when you Wynyard's they one of the top teams. They're going in provincials here right now. They got a pretty good squad of pickups and that. And yeah, when you can knock off the first place team from a fourth place team, that's a pretty good feeling.
how many pickups did you guys have, or is this your regular league lineup?
We got 3 guys. We picked up one guy out of Foam Lake, Logan Christensen, and then we picked up 2 boys out of St. Brew, Andrew Schaub and Tanner Martin.
Did Christensen play major junior anywhere?
No, I don't think so. I believe he's just the hometown local boy there that farms and by Foam Lake.
Okay, because when I did the Rocanville game, I thought his name jumps out. Maybe if there's a similar person with
Okay, yeah, no, I don't think so.
He's certainly talented enough. He could have. You guys.
Oh yeah, a good solid D man, and can even throw him up on the forward and play wing or something. And yeah, no, he's a pretty versatile player.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Byron?
I don't know. I just thank the community for all the support, and yeah, I don't know. That's about it. Pack the rink next Saturday in Wadena.
Absolutely, and we love going to packed bar. Best of luck tomorrow night against Carlyle, and wish you all the best in your league playoffs as well.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day and safe travels.
Yeah, hopefully we can get there. That's for sure.
Yeah. Wadena head coach Byron Lazar. He's got his boys ready to go for game 1 coming up after the break.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's Furniture and Electronics,
Merritt Ford,
Bach & Company Law Office,
Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying,
Terry Cousins Valley View Realty,
Longman Apiary,
Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group,
Forsyth Hauling, Roarquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you.
Welcome back to Carlisle, Saskatchewan for Game 1 of the Provincial B Championship Series. And I'm not feeling well, folks. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in the summer of 2021. And I'm having a flare-up right now. Right now, it's kicking my ass. I'm going to try to pull her through for the rest of the game and bring you guys all the action. But if I get quiet, that's another reason. We hope you're enjoying tonight's action wherever you're watching, whether you're watching it live in Wadena at the arena or in Timbuktu. Score right now is 3-1 for the Wildcats in this all-cat battle.
Cougars. No, I'm just kidding. It's good. You got a Yukon, so that won't work.
If anyone knows the Wi-Fi information, please let me know. My phone is at 16%. We'll be right back after this.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's Furniture and Electronics,
Merritt Ford,
Bach and Company Law Office,
Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying,
Terry Cousins Valley View Realty,
Longman Apiary,
Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group,
Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you.
Hey, this is one of the original voices of Monday Night Raw and one of the top 10 worst wrestling commentators of all time, Rob Bartlett. You're watching TL Media, which means you're a loser sitting in your mom's basement by yourself. The next period will begin shortly. Jesus, is this lame.
Welcome back to the start of period number 2 on Provincial Hockey on TL Media. Wadena takes a shot. That goes wide. Down the ice it goes. Bear moves it over. Down the ice it goes. And here comes the Cougars through the neutral zone. Big collision there. Out to play with Winter. Morris moves it through the center, down the ice. Gets it back to the point. Takes a shot. Oh, he'll be feeling that on the bus ride home. Down the ice it goes. Out of play. Takes a shot. Stopped by Martin. Moved over. Takes a shot. Stopped by Winter.
For those interested, Kyle Martin say 8-3.
Kept in. Takes a shot. Stopped by Winter. $16:34 to go here in the second period.
At the next stoppage in play, we'll announce that the gifting ticket for the package from Merritt Ford.
Moves it over. Stopped by Winter.
Get your tickets out, and this is for detailing and oil change vehicle package worth over $500 thanks to Merritt Ford. The ticket number is red, and it's 545022. On a red ticket, 545022. Please come to the sound booth.
Delayed offside. Moves it ahead off the boards. Takes a shot. Oh, just trickled wide. Moves it across. Takes a shot. Heads up. $14:59 here in the second period. Cougars are pressing. They score! 3-2. The home side cut the lead. Down the ice it goes. 3-2. Wadena leads. Pete sends it down. Winter tried to play it, but was unable to. Got in. Shot by Winter. Gabriel's second of the game. Reddick's out there to take the draw for the Cougars, and he wins it back. Cote moves it over, sends it down low. Back Cote, moves it over, takes a shot. Gabriel, big save there by Martin. And the Cougars are on the power play here. They're on the prowl. Breaks out through the neutral zone with speed, takes a shot. That did not miss by much. Moves it down low. Down the ice it goes. Winter comes out to play it. Sends it over. Deck Deck gets bumped off the puck. Moves it down low. Captain takes a shot. Big, high and wide. They're back. Melrose takes his man into the boards. Johnson, though, able to play it. Sends it over to G'day. G'day down low, but turned over. Sent down the ice. Johnson. Down the ice it goes. Moves it over. Takes a shot. Big save there. 11:52 to go here in the second period. It remains 3-2 for Wadena. Wildcats send it down the ice. Deck feeds it over. Breaking out through center. Sent down the ice. Kept in. Moved over. Deck. And we'll be back after this.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's Furniture and Electronics,
Merritt Ford, Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms, Insurance Matters.
Please. Wins it back. Carlyle has it at the point. They're on the power play now. Gets it. Moves it over. Gabriel takes a shot. Hits a leg. Takes a shot. Hits another leg. They're very resilient. They're not afraid to get in front of pucks. Are these Wildcats? Moves it down low. Back. Over. Shoots. Down low. Moves it over across. Back. Sends it back. Takes a shot. Oh, that did not miss by much. Gets it back. Gabriel. Gabriel puts it over. And both teams are back to full strength. He scores! And we're back to being a tying game. It's tied at 3. Kerwanko appears to be the one who tied it. Tuanka from Boris and Bear ties it up. And just under 10 minutes to go here in the second period. We're all squared at 3. The puck hit the crossbar. In front. Oh! Martin had to be sharp on that one. Back to the point and hits the bodies. Shoot. I got it, Ollie. Give me space. Then hold on to it. We'll be back after this.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's Furniture and Electronics,
Merritt Ford, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric.
Stop. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Moves it over. Here's Wadena. Gets by. Oh. Looked to be a little bit offside from what I saw, but that's what. And you have to be feeling good if you're a Cougar fan right now. Battling back from a 2-goal deficit after 20 minutes to sit at a 3-3 tie as we approach the 14-minute mark of the second period. Perjean down, back the other way, going hard. Feeds it across. Off the boards, down the ice it goes. And that one will go for icing. Yes, Ollie.
Over. I'm out. I'm gonna come out there. I'm out. I want out. I'm come out there. I want out there.
Gets it back. The Cougars have created a monster this afternoon in the early evening. Oh, here come the Wildcats. Takes a shot. That missed by about 6 feet. Give or take a few inches. Moves it over. Off the boards. This ferocious battle of felines is all knotted up at 3. We're almost done, period number 2. Takes a shot high. Was it? Takes a shot. Sacrifice. That's what it's all about. Down low, feeding it across. Getting the goalie moving. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left to go here in the second period. Tied up at 3.
Congrats to Carson Piper with today's winner for the package from Merit Ford.
Merit Ford, the great people at Merit Ford. Their slogan used to be better wheels, better deals, better get to Merit Ford. But I think that's probably changed. I didn't see that listed on their website anyway. We love you, Merit Ford. Thank you for sponsoring this broadcast.
We had our first annual Robertson Memorial Golf Tournament in August of last year. It was a huge success. Thank you to all of the sponsors and volunteers. A special thank you to our official tournament sponsor, Wadena Wildcats Carlyle.
Oh, big collision there. Moves it over, takes a shot, hits the stick. Oh, good defensive play there by the Cougars and back the other way. Terwanka pokes it up ahead. No ice is the call. Just how I like my drinks from Dairy Queen in Carlyle. DQ Garlic Chill, proud sponsors of the pre- and post-game show here on TL Media. Coach A.
Last minute play in second period.
1 minute to play in the second period.
And it's sounding like the 50-50 is going to be over $5,000. So if you haven't got your ticket yet, make sure to go buy them. And you probably want to buy extra just to be sure. So get those 50-50s in between periods.
Mr. Progress Infinity, you know the roof on fire. We gonna put in a little agent with no names, like a roof on fire. We gonna drink cakes and take shots until we run out, like a roof on fire. Then they can take off on your clothes and like a roof on fire.
We're gonna, just in case you missed it on the pregame show, we're gonna air Clayton Geiger's interview during the second intermission. We spoke to him on Friday. And that does it for period number 2. We'll be back for period number 3.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's Furniture and Electronics,
Merit Ford, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric. Tonight's action is brought to you by Carlyle Dairy Queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live with Carlyle Cougars head coach, general manager Clayton. How you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing all right. Ready for the big game tomorrow night, and talk about the journey it's been to get this far.
Yeah, it's been a journey for sure. This is the first time in 31 years our hockey club's been back in the provincial final, so it's been a long time coming, but we're excited for the challenge and we're excited to be back.
Who are some of the players to watch for in game one?
So we've got a number of guys that have been playing pretty well for us right now. Obviously, our top line with Drew Cherwonka, Cruz Reddick, and Jesse Gabriel are always dangerous. We got guys in the back end: Valdez Bear, Nathan Deck, Ron Cote, Austin Boris, Tyler Fleck. Pretty solid decor. And then our other lines have been scoring too. Mark Shaw, Dakota Rose, Brett Turgeon. Those guys have been great. And Benny Johnstone and Johnny Gaudet, and those guys have been great for us all year. And they've been continued to play really well in the playoff run here.
Absolutely. I only caught the third period. I had other stuff going on that day, but the barn was rocking. And
yeah, no, it's been every game we've had since provincial started. It's been the same thing. It's a full house and it's rocking in there. And like I said, it's fun times right now to be cheering for the Carlyle Cougars for sure.
Let's talk about the path to the championship series. You guys, starting with the first round, who'd you guys play there?
So the first round, actually, we got an in-league rival. We got the Oxbow Huskies round one. It was a good series. They played hard, and it was we ended up beating them back at home in game two to sweep the series. And second round, which there's only 8 teams in the B category this year, so the second round, which ended up being the South final, was the Grenfell Spitfires, and another great series. It's probably some of the best senior hockey that I've been around in a long time, and it's the series went 3 games, and all 3 games were very hard fought, and like you were talking earlier there, their rink was full when we went up there for game 1, and then game 2 and 3 here, she was a packed house as well. So pretty exciting series.
Did you guys happen to see that blue note that apparently was left by an Oxbow fan?
Oh yeah, we seen her. Yeah.
You see that so often in senior hockey. Everybody complains, they spend all these. It's within the rules to do so.
Well, and the numbers on that note are nowhere near what it's. Guys are coming out for gas money, and we're paying a couple guys flights, one guy's flight home, and some other guys hotels when they stay in town. Like it's nowhere near what was written on that note by a disgruntled fan. And I know who wrote the note. He's come clean and apologized about it. He feels bad, and it's just one of those things. You get caught up in the game, and the easiest thing to do is something like that, I guess. I don't know. We kind of laughed it off, and we know who our true fans are, and they're behind us 100%. I mean, it's every single team in provincial playoffs is doing the same thing within the rules, and if teams aren't doing it, then that's up to them too. But it sure makes for exciting hockey, and it's very few people that are disgruntled, and those people really don't matter. Let's
talk about the league play. And did you guys have a provincial focus, and that kind of went in the way of the league, or how tough is it?
No. We our league team was pretty solid too. We were short some bodies at some inopportune times, and we had some injuries that didn't help us along the way, and we had a hard fought battle with Mooseman there in the first round. It could have went either way, and obviously Mooseman's off to the final here right away against Redverse. So I mean, we were that close in league too. So
do you think they have much of a chance against the powerhouse Rockets?
I don't know. I hope for a good series. Like we touched on earlier, Mooseman and Redverse are only a half hour apart down the road, basically. So, if that series could go deep, at least, fill both those rinks up, and that's what it's all about. So I'm hoping Mooseman comes out firing and makes a good series out of it.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too, and I can make it down there to do a broadcast or two. Love to see those fans again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great rink to watch a game into, and so is Redverse. They get really good local support there, and both rinks should be rocking for sure.
Let's talk about the game. Well, let's talk about game one. What do you know about Wadena?
Not a whole pile. I talked to a buddy of mine that played with Wilkie, who had these guys last round. So I kind of got a little bit of a scouting report from him, but we're kind of going in blind, obviously, with all the websites now, and you can look up guys, and so that's basically all we've done is kind of looked up their roster and just kind of see what we're up against. So we're kind of going in blind, but we'll see how she plays out.
I did do game one of the Rocanville series.
Okay.
So I have a little familiarity with them. They're a scrappy bunch that never gives up, and good, passionate fan base as well.
Yeah. No, it should be we should set up well against them. That kind of is the same way our team is. We're a physical team, and I think they're a physical team too, so it should make for pretty good hockey games.
Talk about the play of your net of your goalie. Who gets to start tomorrow?
So Zane Winter will be starting in net tomorrow. Landon Audette, who's been with us here for 5 or 6 years now, he went down in game one against Grenfell with a significant groin injury, so he's out for the year. And then Zane Winter, who's been with us just kind of partway through this year, he came, and Zane is more than capable. He's been great. Game 2 and 3 against Grenfell, he was awesome. So Zane will be in the net tomorrow and the rest of the week, or the rest of the series, and yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add today, Clayton?
No, it should be that should be it. We'd just like to thank all of our fans and sponsors, and go Cougars.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, and best of luck against Grenfell.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Carlyle Cougars head coach Clayton Geiger anticipating a solid crowd here tonight, and we'll be back after these messages.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Carlyle Dairy Queen. Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's Furniture and Electronics,
Merritt Ford,
Bach & Company Law Office,
Dobson Feedlot, Dobson Aerial Spraying,
Terry Cousins Valley View Realty,
Longman Apiary,
Mainline Motors, Four Town Journal, Grasslands News Group,
Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms, Insurance Matters, RJ Sales, Carlisle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, and contributions from viewers like you.
Hey everyone, this is the reigning defending Canadian women's curling back-to-back Scotties champion, Carrie Anderson. More exciting action is coming up momentarily on TL Media.
You're watching TL Media. Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Hey, Murray here from Today's Furniture Electronics in Redvers. Are you watching your hockey game on a TV this size? If not, you better come check it out. We've got them on sale.
Last call for 50-50.
That's it, Clardy. Wow.
Welcome back. Killarney fell 8-1 to Minneota Elkhorn today. And we'll go as far as 8% phone life will take us. Takes a shot. Big save there by Winter. Big rebound, though. Excuse me. I'm just trying to top this one out, folks. I am not feeling anywhere near 100%. We had a bit of a gastro bug go through our house on Friday night. Ollie was a game time decision today, and I felt good up until this broadcast, but now I'm feeling rough. So bear with me. Hopefully we can make it through and our Wi-Fi.
This Cougar penalty kill is brought to you by Merit Board. That's code T for
18:56 to go here in the third period, and Wadena is on the power play. Down the ice it goes. Bumped off the puck. Oh, if anyone has information on another Wi-Fi connection in the Carlyle Arena, please come see me in the broadcast booth. I'm at 6%. Well, what did you do? Moves it over, intercepted. Oh, big save by Martin. A couple of them. Martin, one of the candidates for Travis Titan. You got to think Jesse Gabriel for Carlisle. He has a couple goals. Gabriel chops it ahead. Leach has it behind the net. Has to be careful of it. Moves it ahead. Breaking out through the neutral zone. Gets by the defender. Moves it up ahead. Possible breakaway. Here he is in all alone. Takes the shot. Great save, Martin. Back the other way. Come the Wildcats. It's a 2-on-1, but finally plays blowing dead. The fans wearing black jerseys don't think that should have been blown dead. And I'm in agreement with them. Not until Carlyle got possession anyway. We need more cowbell. Don't fear the Reaper. Bear sends it ahead. Ahead. Has to regroup.
Close to selling alcohol that's been part of the game, so if you need a drink, it's last call.
Last call for alcohol here in Carlyle. Just enough time to sober up for the ride home. Please do not drink and drive. G'day moves it ahead. Rose.
The Cougars would also like to mention how grateful they are for all the volunteers, spouses, families, fans, the rink staff, rink board in the town.
Now Rose through the neutral zone.
The little MVPs at Stapleton, the staff that keeps putting up the sign, and all the businesses with their
back out.
A special thank you tonight to Blair Steph for live streaming and to Shelley, Deb, and Karen for working the game 50-50.
$15:34 to go here in the third period. Okay, we can have a little less cowbell. Moves it over in the slot, takes the shot. Banged off the boards. That's my kid's scrap in the press box right beside me. Oh, one kid's calling the other kid ugly. Oh no. Gets it to the point, takes the shot, big rebound. Through the neutral zone with speed, hurrying hard like a Brad Goosher shot. If someone's watching the Briar, can you please comment the score? Here's Wadena back. They move it, they take a shot, put it on net. Back the other way through the neutral zone. Here come the Cougars. Yeah, Forrest in. Go. Sent ahead off the boards. The fans in Carlyle are they're two-fisting. They heard that last call for alcohol. $14-17 to go here in the third period. Moves it ahead. Here come the Cougars. Takes a shot. Watch out. And we'll be back after these messages.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms, Insurance Matters.
Congratulations to friend of TL Media, Brad Gooshu, on winning the Briar. He is a 5-time champion. Then Matt Dunstone. He's a nice guy. Moves it ahead. Down the ice it goes. Reddick just watching it. My kids being excessively annoying. Gabriel moves it back. Let's flat deck. Gabriel gets it again. Puts it on net. Handled by Martin for the whistle. The sights and sounds of senior hockey. We got air horns. We've got cowbells. We've got drunkards. The great sounds of Saskatchewan senior hockey. Oh, maybe you didn't like that drunkard comment. Good thing for that netting. That's the wrong net you're aiming for there. We love all the drunkards, cowbells. So far, the car dealership, Flow Plains, Pontiac, and Carlyle Motor Products have a bet on this game. Knocked the other way, turned over, deck. Tanked off the board, across. Here's Carlyle, tripping. Crying for a penalty, but no call. That could be interference, but the ref's just letting them play. Questionable no call there. .12:46 remaining in the third period. It's all knotted up at 3. Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw. Oh wait, it's Sunday and they don't use a theme anymore. I've always wanted to do that. As Nickelback blasts over the loudspeaker, takes a shot, handled easily. Levi. Behind the net. Moved up ahead. Gabriel off the net. Fitting song for this game. It's a slugfest. Who's going to have the eye of the tiger? Who's going to rise up? Back on the street.
Just got it.
Good call, Matt. The Cougars are heading to the power play. With 11:50 to go in the third period.
Wildcats penalty to number 7, Greg Melrose. 2 minutes for boarding.
Melrose takes his place in the penalty box.
That's Melrose for boarding at 8:10.
It's Howard! Johnson's out there to take the face off. He's bumped off it, but he comes away with it. Sent down low. And the Cougars get it back. Back to the point. Moves it over Deck. Deck has it. Deck takes a shot. That goes high off the glass. Johnstone gets it back. Cote. Cody. Through the neutral zone, it's Leach. He scores! Before I could pan the camera over, a wrist shot from the point. It finds the back of the net, and it's a 4-3 Wildcat lead. Holy jumping!
Wadena penalty to number 21, Joseph Leach. That's goal. Leach. And last call for alcohol.
.9:30 to go here in the third period. We'll be back after these messages.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric,
9 minutes and 30 seconds go here in the third period. 4-3 in favor of the Wadena Wildcats on a seed ice shot from Leach.
Cougar penalties number 28.
That's one way to crash the net.
Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Hey, Murray here from today's Furniture, Electronics, and Redvers. Are you watching your hockey game on a TV this size? If not, you better come check it out. We've got them on sale.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
Can you run the camera?
I don't want
We'll announce the winning 50-50 ticket at the next play. The winner tonight wins $6,125. $6,125.
Off the bar it goes.
Who has red? Just wait, baby, don't play that. 571956. Blue ticket. 571956.
Back the other way. Come on, Wildcats. Takes a shot off the bar. .558 to go here in the third period. Big hit there. But 15 to go, third period. Battle behind the Carlyle net.
Round 6, lucky winner of the 50-50.
We'll be back after this.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's Furniture and Electronics,
Merritt Ford, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, Grasslands News Group.
Down the ice it goes. Gabriel has 2 goals tonight. Moves it ahead. Off the boards. .4:16 to go in regulation. The Wildcats lead 4-3. There's still lots of hockey left to be played tonight, folks. Wildcats have it through center. Breaking, takes a shot. Kicked aside there by Winter. We'd all... Back to the point. Takes a shot. Stopped by Winter. 4 minutes to go here in the third period. And everybody in the club is not getting tipsy. Last call was called 6 minutes ago. I'm not sure about our friends up in Wadena if they're still serving alcohol, but they've got to be enjoying the results so far at their viewing party inside the Wadena Arena. Moves it ahead. 3.5 minutes to go. Bounce it down. Three minutes to go now in the third period. Wadena's clinging to a 4-3 lead. Moves it over.
Today's furniture and electronics.
Hey everybody watching the hockey game. Are you as relaxed as I am in this nice comfy couch? Come check us out today. Today's Furniture Electronics.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's furniture and electronics.
Merritt Ford, Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms. Insurance matters.
Sorry, bud. Minute 45 to go here in the third period. Johnstone intercepts it. Back the other way. Wildcats breakaway. Here he is in all alone. Big save there, and we have a penalty shot. A game-saving play, potentially. Nathan Allen's taking a penalty shot. He's coming in all alone. Takes a shot. Takes great save by Winter. A game saver. He keeps his team within one with 90 seconds to go. Gabriel moves it ahead, hits an ankle, and there's a play at center ice. Banked off the boards, capped in, big defensive play for the Cougars. It's a 6-on-5. Carlyle has the net empty. 61 seconds to go in the third period. Stop.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Merritt Ford, RJ Sales, Carlyle Pharmacy, Moose Mountain Electric.
Timeout called by the Cougars. One minute, 1 second to go. Third period. Carlisle's net is empty. Takes a shot. Oh, just wide. And worst case scenario, it's icing. Cougars tie it. They turn it over. It's chipped up ahead. A dirty shot for the Carlyle Cougars. And the puck stays down in their end. Gabriel has it through center with speed. Takes a shot. Stopped by Martin and Gabriel. Oh, there's a melee. Gabriel won't see any action for the rest of the game, I'm guessing. A fair trade-off for the Wildcats, sending Gabriel who has 2 goals this evening. %3 left on the phone. Hopefully we can get through the remainder of the game. 38.2 seconds left. We may not do Trav's second depending on. But we will do a post-game show. Gloved ahead. Puck goes wide. Center ice they go. The backhand turned over. Down the ice. Time for one last rush for the Cougars. Melrose sends it across. Puts it on net. Big rebound. Oh, that goes just wide. The time expires. That does it for game 1. The Wildcats hold on. They use all 9 of their lives. Wildcats win 4-3. We thank everyone for tuning in. I'm going to do Trav's Titan very quickly before my Wi-Fi dies. Well, I've got to go with the netminder for the Wadena Wildcats. He stood on his head, made some big saves when it counted. Tanner Martin is tonight's Trav Titan. Everybody get home safely. Good night, everybody. Stay tuned for the post-game show.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Today's furniture and electronics.
Merritt Ford.
Buck and Company Law Office.
Dobson Feedlot. Dobson Aerial Spraying.
Terry Cousins Valley View Realty.
Longman Apiary.
Mainline Motors. Four Town Journal. Grasslands News Group.
Forsyth Hauling. Rorquist Farms. Insurance Matters. RJ Sales. Carlyle Pharmacy. Moose Mountain Electric. Gerard Bulk Service. Universal Satellite Sales. And contributions from viewers like you. Tonight's action is brought to you by
Carlyle Dairy Queen. Today's furniture and electronics.
Merritt Ford.
Buck and Company Law Office.
Almost 400.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Carlyle Dairy Queen. Today's furniture and electronics.
Merritt Ford.
Buck and Company Law Office.
Dobson Feedlot. Dobson Aerial Spraying.
My guest right now is Kelly McClintock, General Manager of the Saskatchewan Hockey Association. Kelly, what's going on?
Oh, well, it's a fun time of the year with provincial, so there's always lots of good stories and difficult stories and challenges. So that's just part of this time of the year.
Absolutely. Let's chat about some of those stories. Which one should we start out with? The difficult ones?
Whatever you want.
Well, I'm not as in the loop as you are. So what are some of the difficult stories that you've encountered so far?
Well, I think, the eligibility of players, once we send out a roster, the roster is out with everybody within your particular draw. You can challenge those rosters up until a particular time before the series. So sometimes there's always that challenge, right? And, I think the world is, our province has become much smaller, if I want to use that term, than it was 28, 29 years ago when I started, where, there was no internet, you couldn't follow what other leagues were doing in terms of standings. And even when I played, maybe a dozen years of senior hockey, I didn't know what was going on in other leagues around the province because there was no internet. You didn't know, where published stats were or standings were. But in today's world, on a Friday night after 11 o'clock, I know I can follow what all the games were in the province in terms of senior hockey. And I can see if there was some interesting situations that arise in the game that might result from some suspensions, etc. So it's just a changing world where I think I told somebody yesterday, when I started, if somebody punched a referee, I might find out 5 days later. Well, now I got a video by the end of the period, showing, a player allegedly punching or not punching an official. So that's the change in the world. So when it comes around eligibility, there's, some people say I've been around too long, but the nice part about it is, I've probably, if there's a question about an eligibility of someone, I can say, well, no, I dealt with that kid back in Pee Wee hockey, or, I dealt with that parent, back then, or, I know what their situation was. I know what their residency was. So, I have that background knowledge that will help, especially in senior hockey, mediate a situation. But in minor hockey, there's still, challenges in terms of, they actually live closer to this location versus that location. They should have claimed that community, which would have altered their population. So there's some of those challenges. And then, it's like clockwork around January 15th to 20th. It's, any type of call by an official that results in a suspension becomes magnified because it's impacting, the end of the season. It's impacting provincials. It's impacting league playoffs. So those are things that all of a sudden become a lot more of an issue than it did, than it was when it happened in October. So, and so the referees all become bad, in the last part of the year. The coaches aren't any good because they've sat my kid for a period or, in a difficult game. Those are the type of things that arise at this time of year.
You're watching TL Media.
Hey, everybody watching the hockey game. Are you as relaxed as I am in this nice, comfy couch? Come check us out today. Today's Furniture Electronics.
Tonight's action is brought to you by
Carlyle Dairy Queen. Today's Furniture and Electronics.
Merritt Ford, Forsyth Hauling, Rohrquist Farms. Insurance matters.
Let's talk about some of the positives that go on this time. What are some of the positives? I can think of a few, but...
Well, I think, for me, the positives are, rinks are full during provincial playoffs, and it really generates a lot of interest in the game. From a senior perspective, we'd love to see a lot more teams in provincials, but, it's getting to the point that, the competitiveness of teams at senior hockey at times doesn't allow a lot of the local kids who've only played local hockey to even, play anymore. So, when I started playing 42 years ago, there was maybe 40 plus teams in C alone, and you'd have to win 7 rounds or so to win a provincials, where now we only have 40 teams in all of our provincials. But, there's a lot less teams. We probably had 180 to 190 teams, 30 years ago, where we've got 100 teams today. And, that's one thing that I feel you'd like to see some changes, get more local kids playing in more local leagues. Might not affect provincials, but, I think it's still positive, the level of play, because it's really good hockey. I was in Carlyle last Friday night. That was a good game with Carlyle and Grenfell. I wish Grenfell would have had some of their injured players, because it would have made for even better game. But, the next night I was in Kyle and watched Macklin and Kyle, and even though it was an 8-2 game for Kyle, Macklin outshot them 39-20 and really were, I was really impressed with the way they played. So it was competitive games. Last year I was in Drake for the last 2 games of Senior A against Meadow Lake, and the rink's packed and the games were awesome. And, I think that's just the good promotion of the game, and people are still wanting to support their local teams. And, I know the Monday Nooner broadcast does a lot of good things in terms of generating interest in senior hockey, and we release our provincials on them. So I think I like that. And then just in minor hockey, provincials is a great way to just highlight your community, and it helps make the rink the focal point, and people get to support their local communities and put money back into their rinks and into their minor hockey associations. So, it's that time of year where it's really positive.
Absolutely. I was in Redverse and Carlyle on Sunday and broadcasted the Rockets game, and it was, both of the arenas were packed, and you don't get that in Manitoba, or at least the arenas I've gone to, except for maybe Elkhorn. Just something special about Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I think that if you looked nationally, we probably, I'm saying we're disappointed to only have 100 teams, but that's probably more than combine the rest of the country that are playing senior competitive hockey. And so, we're still happy about that aspect. And it just shows like the teams aren't in, they're not in a Battleford, we have in the Battleford part, not the North Battleford, but we don't have, like in the bigger centers, we have teams that are all smaller communities. And I think it really bodes well for what the fabric of that small community, and it helps encourages the kids that are playing there. I would imagine if you're in Carlyle that, in your minor hockey, you're a Cougar, from the time you're a U7 kid. And so you look up to playing, maybe someday play for the senior team ultimately, regardless of where you end up playing some hockey before that. We all end up at times playing senior hockey. So I think it's good for the identity of the community as well.
Why do you feel the number of teams has dwindled down over the years?
I think there's a lot of depending on where you are, and so in some areas of the province they just don't have the kids that they used to have. So if I look in the Southwest, there's only probably 6 midget teams west of Moose Jaw and west and south of Moose Jaw, 6 total senior, midget hockey teams. So, population wise at times causes that. I think senior hockey has become so competitive in terms of the caliber of the players that, it's difficult for that local kid maybe even to find a spot where he's going to play on a regular basis. I think 30 years ago, there was probably more kids that didn't go off to school, etc. A lot of them maybe were staying home farming, but now, the opportunities for, better levels of hockey, going to school, maybe not coming back to play, there's all of those coming into effect. So, my first team I played on was in Strasbourg, and there was probably 7 or 8 Strasbourg guys living in Regina, so they were exceptions and they drove out. But we had, maybe 3 or 4 school teachers playing, and all the rest of the guys were local guys. So, but there was a team in Strasbourg and Cupar and Southey and Raymore and Nokomis, and a lot of those places don't have teams anymore just because they're, Strasbourg and Raymore and Southey almost have to combine for a midget team alone now. So I think that has led to fewer teams.
Yeah, and as people grow older, they tend to move away, and they don't come back. I moved away from Mooseman 20 years ago.
Right.
I've hardly been back. So the Mooseman's a good example, even though the majority of the Mooseman team currently are residing there. But you're 2 hours away from, say, Regina. So depending on where they go to school, whether it's Brandon, whether it's, Brandon's probably closer. But I mean, if they go to school in Regina or Saskatoon, the likelihood of them driving to games on a weekend isn't that great anymore. In the past, there was a lot more loyalty. And we used to play 24 or even 30 games in a league schedule. Now, if there's a league that plays 20, that's a lot, which they can't get the commitment for that. And I never knew, like when I talk to guys my age, we never knew of anybody that went on a holiday in the winter and missed senior hockey games. Now it's like, there's teams that are losing guys in provincials to go for a holiday in a week in Mexico. That was unheard of when I played. So I think that commitment level as well isn't as there as what it was a long time ago. No, as we saw in the Langenberg series, they picked up Thompson from Mydale, and he made a huge difference in game 1 against Kennison.
Right.
But
yeah,
then he took off to Mexico or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Like there's been a number of situations. I remember Rocanville a few years ago were in the provincial final, and they, a number of guys had planned a bachelor party at a Montreal Canadian game, right? And so they missed, I think the last 2 games of the provincial final, which, I can remember I was a recreation director in Kyle. And, my girlfriend wanted to go to Mexico. I said, well, we can't go until April because it's provincials, right? And she wasn't happy about it. But, the team was, I always chuckle because the team was upset because I missed the windup, because I was in Mexico. I said, well, hockey's done, right? But, it's just it's different today that way as well.
You're watching TL Media.
Hey, Murray here from Today's Furniture Electronics in Redvers. Are you watching your hockey game on a TV this size? If not, you better come check it out. We've got them on sale.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Carlyle Dairy Queen. Today's Furniture and Electronics. Merritt Ford. RJ Sales. Carlyle Pharmacy. Moose Mountain Electric.
Did the girlfriend stay with you, or did you have to find a new one?
That's a lifetime ago.
Who have been some of the stronger teams that you've maybe been surprised haven't gone as far as you thought they might?
To be honest, I'm never surprised when I think that, a Davidson, they're playing Keniston. That's a pretty good team, so I'm never surprised because for me, there's so many things that come into play. Like you said, a Thompson not showing up for the last 2 games. There's, that impacted Langenberg, right? Dramatically. You don't see that kind of a swing, of scores generally in senior provincials that we saw in that type of situation. But it's hard to say because it just from year to year, what good locals do you get to commit and what imports do you pull in, right? That's probably makes the biggest difference from year to year. And for me, if you've got a goalie, that makes a huge difference, right?
Absolutely. And let's talk a bit more about the rules. There's a bit of controversy here in Manitoba because, you can't have that many imports. You can't pay that many players. What's it like in Saskatchewan?
Well, I think it's a little different here because, there's a lot of teams that do their own fundraising, whether it's farming a quarter section of land or a half quarter section of land to raise money for the senior team, or they have somebody donating money to help pay for some imports because they don't have enough local players to be able to play. Some of the leagues have adjusted and they have some specific rules on imports, and maybe there's more and they define them as elite imports, people that have played junior B or higher. And then there's non-elite imports. Maybe they only played midget AA. But each league kind of finds their niche of what works with the communities in their area and to allow them to have a competitive league. And then it's up to the teams to be able to do that. I think where we probably get more controversy would be when we allow players to be picked up for provincials versus league play. And then, what does a team do, right? And that's always a kind of a bouncing ball, Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing. Well, if I pick up a whole bunch of players and I drop the guys from the league, will those guys be upset and not want to play again next year? Do I go in B or C or do I pick up a whole bunch and go in A where there's unlimited? So it becomes a bit of a balancing act for that local community in terms of what category they go in based on, and then that determines where they get their players from and maybe how much money they spend.
Who are you predicting to win A, B, C, and D? Or do you have
I'm going to tell you, I don't care. All I care is that, in the perfect world, I want at least, 2 games where the rinks are packed, the 50-50s are great, and the games are awesome. And so people can walk away saying that was a great experience, and the kids playing. Like, to be honest, I really don't care who wins, right? If I'm at some of them, like I hope to be in Wadena next week, for game 2 and 3, if to hand out some hardware, if it's needed in game 2 or 3, I'll be the guy there. But I just hope they're exceptional games, and it's and the guys play, and there's not a lot of stupidity on the ice. That's all I care about.
Have you dealt with much stupidity on the ice this year?
Yeah, it's a lot more because of the Hockey Canada maltreatment initiative in terms of, cutting out the inappropriate talk between players. So, that generally is in that U15 to junior age, but, senior hockey can get a little bit carried away as well. So guys just have to learn to stop chirping and just play good hockey.
What's the biggest suspension you've handed out this year?
Well, I don't hand out, but we have we have a discipline chair that hands out. But, there's been there's been some coaches that's just been suspended for the balance of the year. There's some kids that have gotten 10, 15 games or 20 games. So, it just depends on what they've done.
And let's get back to more positive talk. What's been some of the highlights this year?
I think for the highlight is one that, the female registration numbers in our province are much higher. We have a female provincial league that's been really seen growth in the last 5 years. We created a provincial female PWAA or U13AA league. We'll probably expand that next year. So that's been really positive. We're looking at creating a female junior league in the province next year. So hopefully we can get 4 to 6 teams playing in that. I think our highlight was our men's team losing in the gold medal game to Ontario at the Canada Winter Games. It's unfortunate we didn't pull out a gold medal, but the kids competed. We're really proud of them, and to take Ontario to second overtime was really an accomplishment for them. So that was really positive for us. Our annual Hockey Day in Saskatchewan event was in Martinsville, and they made quite a bit of money to help pay for things that are going into their new facility that will be ready in a couple of years. We had a Hall of Fame induction dinner in Yorkton where we inducted some people into our Hall of Fame that's housed in the iPlex in Swift Current. And we try and move that dinner around. So next year we are this summer, we're in Meadow Lake. The proceeds from those events, half of it stays in the community and half goes to the Hall of Fame. So they're building a new facility in Meadow Lake because theirs burnt down 2 years ago. So it's going to be a good event. We're hoping for 500 or 600 people in a outdoor tent in Meadow Lake next year. And a lot of they've already selling tables, and they've sold quite a few. And the inductees are all excited to be there. So that's always a real highlight where we can recognize some of those people that have done well from a playing or coaching or volunteering perspective.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Today's Furniture and Electronics, Merritt Ford, Gerard Bulk Service, Universal Satellite Sales, Grasslands News Group. Tonight's action is brought to you by Carlyle Dairy Queen.
You mentioned the Women's Junior League. Is that going to be the female equivalent of the SJHL?
I don't think we'll be at that kind of level from an administration or operations perspective, but we hope that eventually it will be almost maybe equivalent to like a junior B league, if I want to use that term. Because the majority of the better kids in female at U18 AAA, they get U Sport, ACAC, NCAA opportunities.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Carlyle Dairy Queen.
You mentioned the Women's Junior League. Is that going to be the female equivalent of the SJHL?
I don't think we'll be at that kind of level from an administration or operations perspective, but we hope that eventually it will be almost maybe equivalent to like a junior B league, if I want to use that term. Because the majority of the better kids in female at U18 AAA, they get U Sport, ACAC, NCAA opportunities. I think this is a great opportunity for the girls that don't to continue playing, and then girls at the lower midget levels below that to continue playing, and then maybe have an opportunity to move into a post-secondary, because not everyone starts school right after high school. So this is also an opportunity maybe for those who didn't want to go to school, but they want to keep playing hockey and in a structured environment. So, I'm hoping that within 5 years, we maybe have 8 teams and, pretty solid communities behind it and support, and that it's something that's a really good option for the girls. It's under 22, so girls can play till they're 21, and the longer we can keep them playing, then we can do other things in terms of getting them into our programming, whether it's our SAS First, or whether it's any of our female programming, right down to the U7, U9 stuff we do. We've got a lot of females that are instructors for us, so we get them more in that. They get into the game. They start coaching as well, because we have a rule that every female team has to have at least one female head coach or assistant coach. So we want to see more of these young ladies get involved in the game coaching. And then the other thing is just to keep them from an officiating perspective. We do a lot of things in female officiating. Two of our young ladies went to the Olympics and from officiating this year. One even did Alliance in the Western Hockey League. So there's a lot of opportunities for young ladies there as well.
That sounds phenomenal. Where are you thinking the 4 to 6 teams might?
Well, we've asked for some applications, and we'll be announcing that at the end of the month. So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But there's 4 to 6 people, locations now. So and some impressive applications and how they want to work with other organizations in their community. So I think it's positive.
That's great to hear. What are some of the other positives coming out of Saskatchewan? What do you see in the future for the organization?
Well, I think that we did a matching grant program a couple of years ago, where if an association had spent money on the half ice portable boards or bumpers or on ice coaching aids, we gave a matching grant for up to $1,000 if they spent $1,000. And we ended up spending about $145,000 distributing to minor hockey associations. And so next year we're going to do it again, but it's all around a power skating initiative. So if minor hockey associations with their teams from U7 to U13, we're encouraging them to hire power skating instructors. They have to have certain qualifications, but if they spend $1,000 on those instructors, we'll match them with $1,000. So, we'll budget probably $175,000 for that, hoping that minor hockey associations will take advantage of it. Our premise is, if kids can't skate, they're not going to play hockey. And if they're not proficient at it, they're not going to enjoy the game. So if we can encourage small associations to hire power skating instructors with qualifications that we deem that they should have, and we'll help them in providing $1,000 towards their cost. So I think that's a really good initiative on our part, and hopefully we can generate enough money to be able to do that on an annual basis.
Sounds great. Is there anything else you'd like to touch on?
No, I'm good, man.
All right. Thank you very much for your time today, and all the best in the season.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Welcome. Have a nice day.
You too.
General Manager of Hockey Saskatchewan, Kelly McClintock, on today's After Hours. This is Travis Longman saying good night, everybody.
Tonight's action is brought to you by Carlyle Dairy Queen. Today,
You